We're back. We're back. All right. So, Danny, the reason we called you is because I was explaining to Jay Nobles and Tone that there's a lot going on with Joe Budden and Diddy, and I don't understand what the whole big deal is right now. So, like, I know that I keep seeing these old clips of Joe Budden talking about somebody having sexual allegations up in the Def Jam buildings or whatever. For some reason, it seems like it's related to Diddy on some. I don't understand what the fuck's going on, so I need your clarity on this. Like,
Please paint this picture.
Yeah, paint the picture.
We need a brief synopsis.
Why are they bringing up old clips? And then I know there was a new episode that was put behind the paywall, and then you just kind of gave me some game earlier on what might have happened with that, so you can kind of fill us in from that vein.
Oh yeah, the old clip of Joe Budden talking about somebody getting nasty at Def Jam is about L.A. Reid.
That's what it was.
If y'all don't remember, Joe Budden used to be signed to Def Jam, and L.A. Reid was kind of the man that he said sidetracked his career because he wanted him to make more pop hits. But anyway, L.A. Reid was caught in some allegations himself and had to pay out, and Joe Budden was very vocal about it. So when this Diddy allegation happened, a lot of people were expecting him to take that same route. And yeah, you know, people love calling people out online. So, and now with the Diddy episode being shelved, episode 676, and being released on Patreon only, and also being heavily edited, it caused a lot of backlash from the fans, people who don't have the Patreon, and then the people who have the Patreon were going to war. There was a schism. And on top of that, today, right as you guys are recording, the episode leaks due to a mistake made by whoever uploaded the podcast to the RSS feed. And now everybody's like, why did you not air that? Because I actually just listened to the 23-minute clip, and it seemed fine. It didn't seem like anything worth taking out. But, yeah, it's just a bad look for now. Now this becomes a systemic issue. Like, why did somebody at the podcast upload it?
Yeah.
It just seems like,
So wait, the whole part they clipped out has been leaked. Because just like you, Danny, I don't know if you noticed about me. This is Lauren speaking, white man on the boards. I'm an avid Joe Budden listener. I'm a patron, but I'm a $5 tier, so I don't do too much.
You're not fully committed.
Yeah, I'm not all the way in there, but I'm in there. And yeah, I'm a little poor. That's fine. But I didn't know that. So you're saying that everything technically everything they clipped out, they have a leak right now where all of it's available.
Yeah, so the Monday Patreon drops, right?
Yeah,
and
I watched it.
It appears like earlier in the day, the RSS feed, somebody posted the episode 676 that they did not release on Saturday, unedited. And it was supposed to be the Patreon. It's even called Naptown, which is the name of the Patreon episode. But it was actually episode 676. And somebody, a genius out there, an angel who walks among us, decided to clip it before they take it down. And that part is all over the internet right now.
Perfect.
How do you feel about this? Being that, like, I believe Joe Budden has said, like, you know, real media needs to stay real media, you know, like, you know, true journalism and shit. We were just kind of just talking about true journalism.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about this, like, on like a journalism level?
I don't know. I always walk a fine line because I know in my comment section, people call me a journalist, like I'm Ed Bradley from 60 Minutes, and I'm really a content creator. I don't know if I fall into that bucket. I don't know if we fall into that bucket, but I think people hold us to that. And I think Joe Budden is held to that. And hey, man, he got to look out for his platform. I understand, like, as someone who has to manage even people who, like, I got to deal with what Joe Budden thinks about my content now in ways that I didn't think about when I started 2 years ago.
True.
Like, and even if I don't want to acknowledge it, I got to watch what Rory and Maul think. I got to be like, is this? So that's a frank conversation. Like, I don't think y'all can go up there and call Charlamagne all types of names and all that. You got to have a certain tact. And I think that's what Joe executed. Like, I don't expect him to trash Diddy. But the pushback I do have is that in the leaked episode, it really wasn't anything serious.
Yeah.
So it was really calm. It was actually good podcasting. I thought it was a great episode had they left it in. So that is my pushback, is like, it wasn't that crazy. You should have just released it.
Yeah.
Was there anything that sounded like it could have been directed at somebody else that we just wouldn't have known the insight on?
Oh, like added a new person to the fold or something?
Yeah,
like that?
or something that was like underneath where only the person the shot was taken at could understand. Did it feel like anything like that was in there?
Nah, I think what Joe Budden had said Saturday on his Instagram Live was that he was trying to protect his co-host, and I think Ice took a stance that was
He did. We
pretty.
listened. Yeah, well, he took a pretty firm stance. Like he said straight up, I believe everything Cassie said. Like,
Yeah.
we listened to that before we started on Reddit, and I was like, damn, this nigga, like, he didn't even. There was no allegedly, there was no maybe. That nigga said, I believe her, period. So
He said #believe all women.
yeah, so he definitely took a firm stance. I heard that for sure. But Joe, you don't think Joe took a firm stance in his in that 28 minutes you listened to?
I don't think he took as firm a stance as Ice, but I do think he fulfilled his obligation as a podcaster.
Okay.
Talking about why did Diddy even let this get to the point where all the things were in public? He should have had that 30 million ready as soon as Cassie asked for it. So he was still doing his thing. So I'm not mad at it. But I'm mad at it not coming out. That was weird.
Yeah, so it didn't even come out. Yeah, because
And not letting it come out probably just adds fuel to the fire, or like whatever lore and conspiracy is already there.
True,
Because then we
true.
just speculating like this has got to be terrible. They took it out.
and speculating is always good for views and more, especially if you're gonna drive. Because he put that behind the $25 level. The original episode, he put the original episode behind the $25 level.
Yeah, too tall for Lauren to get.
I
that.
think he might have. Did Lauren?
Yo.
Yeah, ask Lauren.
He put it behind the $5 tier. I saw it.
Oh, it was the lowest tier.
Oh yeah, it was available. Yeah,
Normally,
for sure.
yes, that's what he's done. So normally those exclusive episodes, they're going to be on the lowest tier.
on the lowest tier.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everybody gets it.
Yeah, because you want a low buy-in because you know you're getting every buy-in. You know what I'm saying? So it does make sense.
Yeah. I think he wants to create like a low tension point, so that way, hey, if I do ever go full Patreon, you could be like, it's just $5 to get the episode as opposed to something right there.
It's smart. It's smart. And I just go to you, Danny, for anything past $5.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like a lot of people do
True
that.
exclusive shit.
But-
Yeah, nah, you like an OnlyFans leak plug. For real. Just getting everybody these pictures of these titties.
God's word.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
did you feel was the episode late as well?
The episode was late. I feel like Joe was pivoting the whole day. He was like, I'm going to release it early on Saturday, and then it was 7 o'clock. Then it was 8 o'clock, and it finally came out.
He was really toying with niggas.
He was, bro, because I was looking. I was refreshing. I was refreshing like a motherfucker. Yo, I was like, God damn.
I'm not mad at that.
You probably almost subscribed to a higher tier.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I was
yeah.
like, I wonder what he did with this shit.
Yeah, just to make sure you didn't miss it. But that's funny though. Do you think? I mean, obviously, you think Joe leaked the You think Joe leaked the 28 minutes? I think he did. This is not like leaks. Leaks are easy. Like people leak on purpose.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I think
yeah.
we're all on that point at this. We're all just, nobody believes a real leak. Like an engineer stole a hard drive. Nobody believes that anymore.
Not all the time. You know, it's
you know what I'm
probably
saying?
happened before.
It's
but
probably happened, but that was the original, and then they were like, "Oh, that was pretty good marketing campaign."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
literally.
So now it's just like, I'm sure he did it himself, but yeah, I do wonder why they didn't leave that in there originally. You think niggas are scared of Diddy for real?
Yeah, I think people are scared of Diddy. He's a billionaire, and
With a tip.
and he owns Revolt TV. He doesn't. I feel like I hope they don't come for me, but I feel like he's kind of a figurehead for Revolt TV.
Yeah.
But still, you can't really say much about him. So yeah,
Danny,
I didn't say that.
You might want to let somebody else check your car before you get in that bitch.
I was about to say
That might have just set you up. You might get Kid Cudi.
Hell yeah, damn, that's crazy. Well,
I'm curious. Like, did you read like what was said about him and what he did? Like, did you read the court orders and shit?
I read some of it. Yes, it appears like Cassie was kind of on her sex worker wave, allegedly.
I was about to say, like, I've heard like just crazy stories about Diddy, like on Twitter. Like, what's the craziest shit you've heard about Diddy? Like with all this shit coming out.
I mean, as a New Yorker, Diddy has a boogeyman persona.
Yeah.
When you talk about the City College incident, City College is a very popular college out in New York City where he was a party promoter back in the day. And apparently he sold tickets that were way more than the venue could handle. And there was a stampede and people lost their lives. There was also the Nas You Could Hate Me Now video where Steve Stout allegedly he had depicted Diddy as Jesus in the video, and Diddy didn't like that, so he went upside his head with a bottle, allegedly.
Crucified.
I remember that.
Yeah, there's also when his son didn't make it or wasn't getting playing time at UCLA.
Yeah.
So then he took a dump. That's pretty crazy. So so I don't know, man. He's kind of a scary figure.
He seems like a dangerous nigga, bro.
And Danny seemed like a journalist the way he just told all them stories.
Bro, and remember J. Cole got into a fight with him in the club. And it's like, nigga,
oh yeah, that's another one.
J. Cole is fighting niggas? Like, bro,
Diddy of all people.
Diddy of all people, which means
Cole of all people.
Yeah, Cole. It was really Cole of all people.
Like the nigga probably rode a bike to that club. You gonna fight?
Yeah, bro.
Right. Like if you lose that fight, how you gonna ride home?
Yeah, Diddy, Drake.
Mm-hmm.
He be putting hands on niggas.
I think what happens with Diddy is that this is the first time we've heard multiple things at once about the nigga. It's usually just peppered out throughout the year.
It's scattered throughout.
Like he's smacking nigga in July, and then he might have a gay allegation in October.
Yeah.
It's enough time in between to where it's like you're not just putting it all together as one case.
Yeah.
Well, everything coming back up right now,
and it's coming from the judicial system. Like, nigga, this is some real shit.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's some real shit. It's crazy. Damn, it's crazy.
And he paid that bitch in a day.
Hey, yo, Danny, what you think? Like what's Q1 for Diddy? Like, what is he doing Q1? Like, is he just moving, just still popping, locking,
paying a lot of people?
You know what I mean?
I think he's laying low. I don't think now's the time to drop another album or any of that stuff.
You know, fuck all that.
I believe you gotta just hope that something else crazy happens, which usually does happen at the beginning of the new year. Something crazy. People usually pass away around the new year.
Fortunately,
that is true.
So, so I'll just wait for that, and then maybe go next summer pop off. But he might never rebound from this as far as being the unclean persona. I mean, he did just get that MTV award where they gave him the anniversary award, the Icon Award.
I was about to say, dog, like some things you can't bounce back from. Like this is crazy.
I don't know, man. He got social media on his side, bro.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, like, I don't know, dog. Like,
and I just mean
what black man?
Work.
This might be like Diddy might be the only black man who has achieved so much slander.
Yeah, who's been unscathed,
but like
has
still managed to survive
because he just stays quiet about it.
Nah, that can't be it. He killed. Whoa.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that
was
crazy.
You
didn't even say it
down.
But we knew what was about to
happen. We all knew you should stop.
Nigga, Biggie died of diabetes. Ain't nobody
I know that was a joke. But regardless, he gets rid of people, obviously. But for real, let's be honest, nigga.
Allegedly. But
let's be honest.
He's got an eraser.
But damn, that is crazy. Well, shit, man. We appreciate you calling in and kind of catching us up on that. Because I honestly,
for sure.
It's like I have been seeing this shit. And then I'm confused because just like you said, it was Steve Stout. I would be seeing that old clip go viral, and I'm like, why the fuck why are people talking about this? I didn't realize they were using that as like the barometer of what level he needs to be, Joe needs to be going at on the mic in terms of Diddy. Because I was like, why is that so serious? Like, it's confusing as hell.
What was the connection between that?
Yeah, what was the connection? But it makes sense now. How you think Joe is closing out the last quarter?
It's been a crazy month or two for Joe, man.
Yeah,
crazy year for Joe.
Yeah, Joe been going up. He's closing out strong, yo. And then and then did he do any scary hours? Because Drake dissed him again. So did he?
He talked about it briefly.
He did. It was brief though.
Yeah, he ain't really.
Well, it's interesting.
Go ahead.
Because there's a couple things that happened with the Scary Hours album review, right? On the podcast, he seems like he don't want to talk about it. He's like shrugging his shoulder. But on the Twitter space, he was taking some kind of shots. He was calling Scary Hours Mood Music 29. He said I think he was hinting that, you know, Drake had all this. I think I'm just doing the science.
Right.
he was hinting that Drake had all this bad things to say about his review, but then he essentially makes the album that Joe Budden wanted him to make. So that seems like what he was hinting at. Yeah.
And I can see that because I've only heard good things about Scary Hours, and honestly, if it's like he probably just took all the suggestions and actually did it. You know what I'm saying? And then at that point, Joe won. If I made you all, if you were mad at some of the things that I said, and then all of a sudden the next 6 tracks have none of those, it's like I won. You literally took my coaching session, even though you like blanked out in the comments and shit. You took my coaching session and you apply it.
It's like when your girl mad at you, but you can't open the pickle jar.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how Joe wins a lot of his battles. Is that he says something outlandish, and then the people emulate them. Like Rory and Maul, they emulate some of the critiques. Charlemagne, and he just has a loud voice, and it penetrates people's psyche, no matter what they say publicly.
That is a good point, and that's why a lot of his wins. Yeah, I hate a nigga that gets wins like that. Like,
yeah, he's getting in the back end.
Yeah, he's getting the back end win, and it's the critique win that it's so foolproof. It's like me telling you, shape up your studio. It's not a diss. It's only gonna help you. So anytime you do it, niggas are gonna be able to pull that. You know what I'm saying?
Pull that card like Joe did say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And like, because Drake pretty much would have had to drop another album that was just like the last one to spit in his face, but he dropped 6 that Joe probably liked. You know what I'm saying? It
Some
was
shit
like,
you can smoke some angel dust too.
you know what I'm saying?
It's a couple different things, like, because one, Drake could have already had those songs.
Could have.
Like,
it just decided not to do it.
He didn't?
He said he didn't.
Oh, well, I guess he didn't. You know, white man said, I fight.
Yeah.
But I guess Joe did something.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that's the point.
But even on your point, even if he already had the songs, he might not have arranged them like that without Joe's input.
I mean, arranging them isn't right, but it's still.
Or he might not have chose those specific songs, even though he already had them.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's interesting though. The album just sold like 100,000 first week. I don't know if that's good for Drake, but
it's good for 2023.
Scary Hours did.
Yeah,
sure. That's great.
It's good because it's a deluxe. So there's only 6 new records.
That's good.
So that's really good.
That's really
He's
good.
he pretty much re-rocked the shit.
He finessed everybody.
You think? Damn, my bad. But you think the moment like we stop giving Drake that like, because like this nigga been doing it for 2 decades. So like
going for crazy.
You think the moment we go like, you know, it doesn't even matter what his numbers is anymore. You think that's when he started to decline? Or like the fact that we kind of still hold those numbers over him? Like those first week numbers?
I think that's when he might start to like really ride into that next wave and like get in his bag.
Wave,
no, he's not Andre 3000. He's not Squidward going around, nigga, with a flute being sad and shit.
No, but I think the whole numbers conversation is only academics made that part of regular conversation, talking about a nigga's first week numbers. I feel like nobody.
Or 50 Cent.
He's the
50 Cent too.
Yeah,
that's
what the whole Kanye rivalry was like. Who's gonna sell the most?
I forgot that was like that.
It became a flex.
But I was just thinking, like, you think that kind of keeps Drake, you know, on edge. The fact that people still care about his first.
Yeah, because it's like
20 years in the game. Realistically, that shouldn't even be a thing.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be a
about.
conversation piece. But it's like it's a conversation piece, and that's only because he's still doing so well.
Yeah.
Like if he was just doing 100,000 on all drops in the first week, that's nothing to talk about. But he's still doing 250 in the first week.
Yeah.
So that's where niggas is like, he's still killing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, he's a victim of his success.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So doing 250 in the first week, no matter, it's like now we're just impressed that you keep clocking these fucking high numbers.
Yeah,
you know
LeBron is in year 21. He dropped 37. It's
exactly.
Like, God damn,
yeah,
nigga.
it's like, damn. Yeah. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, I was about to say, and there's no heir apparent.
Yeah, he's way past the point where he can make his own, and he does make his own free form projects. Like, Sorry Nevermind, a whole house album, that was for him. He knows he knew a majority of people wouldn't receive it well. So he's already at the point where he's kind of doing whatever he wants.
Nah, that was for the bitches he's gonna fuck in the future.
Or it was for the what did he say on? He said on like one of them songs, he was like, nigga, that was an overseas bag. I was concerned. I was securing. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he was thinking about them BBLs.
Yeah, you didn't like it, but the rest of the globe did. You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever. But hey, man, we appreciate you calling in, Danny, dropping in on. It's been a little overdue anyway, so you know what I'm saying?
No problem, man. Keep doing your thing. Hold it down, man.
I'm about to say, man, good talking to you, man. Stay healthy, stay hydrated and shit.
All that.
Keep kicking.
All right, man. Peace.
I appreciate the context, Pippin. Yeah, this nigga told him to stay thirsty, my friend.
This shit fucked him up. You heard it? It's like, stay healthy. I mean, yeah. Niggas never. Right. Nigga want me to really be a good person. Really be a healthy human being.
He said, spread the love, good brother.
What did I say I was going to go next? I can't remember.
What makes the most sense?
All right, let me know when. I'm going to open it up. All right, it's
ready
good.
to go.